Oh man, it's been such a long day. Just gonna sit, chill for a bit, watch some TikTok. Mate, she's well fit. Oh my god. Man, her ass is huge. What the fuck? Might as well look at her profile. Fuck it.
12 seconds later.
Now that is something that happened almost daily. It almost was like a ritual of mine. I'd come back from wherever I was, I'd sit on my bed, I'd chill, I'd go on social media, one thing leads to another, and I end up on the hub and I end up gooning. And I repeated this multiple times a day for years on end. And that's how it creeps up on you. It always starts off as innocent. It always starts off as, I'm just gonna chill, I'm just gonna look at some memes. But then you end up scrolling, right? You end up scrolling and you know how you keep flicking past posts that you normally would find funny because you're looking for something, because you know in your mind, you know you want to go do it. You're looking at, oh, conveniently I've now found a post of a girl I find attractive. Well, I might as well now look at her profile. Like, you kid yourself. You act like you're stupid, but you know what you're looking for. Like, you might as well just go on the hub anyways instead of going through social media to find it. It's dumb. Gooning was a habit that I had for so many years and I didn't see anything wrong with it. But now that I look back on it, I realised it completely messed up loads of situations for me, in particular situations within women. You see, when you goon all the time, you end up changing your framework and how you see women, because obviously a lot of the time you're getting off these hypersexualized, unrealistic depictions of them. You end up viewing them differently because your brain's seeing them on a screen. You're looking at women in this fashion more than you're looking at them in real life. And as a result of that, your brain's now viewing them in this fashion. And the problem that I found was, especially in college, I'd just broken up with my girlfriend at the time. So I was single, right? But at the time, I was still gooning a lot. And as a result of this, man, I just couldn't do it. I just could not talk to women properly. I couldn't verse. Because every attractive girl I'd speak to, I wouldn't view her as a human. I'd view her as something to win, right? As like this thing to help me get off. Because that mentality stops you from forming any meaningful connection. It's a massive barrier between you and potentially your crush, right? Because you're not viewing them for who they are, you're viewing them for who you want them to be. And that's completely wrong. See, the thing with gooning is, because you're doing it all the time, you don't realise how far you've come. You don't realise how far away you've strayed from where you should be. And because of that, you don't realise the desperation you're in. You don't realise that you're actually really needy. You know the thing where guys talk about, if you really want something, if you chase after it, it'll run away. That's kind of what happens when you goon and you try to get a girlfriend. You're gooning, you're watching loads of crazy material, right? And then you go to speak to a girl you like, and you never seem to get them, right? You never seem to attract the girl that you want. That's because you're desperate and you don't realise it. That's because somewhere deep in your psyche, you really want her for sexual validation, and that is it. And it makes you feel needy, it makes you crave it. And because of that, subtly, you'll say things to her and then that'll repulse her. And that's why you never get any girls. It's because of your habit. And then as a result of it, you get rejected. And then you go back. And then you go watch some more stuff. And then the cycle just continues. It's just a loop. But how do we break out of it? How do we break this cycle? So I want to tell you a quote from the Bible. So Jesus is with his disciples, right? And he says this to them: if your right eye leads you astray, cut it out. For it's better to go into heaven with only one of your eyes than to be plunged into hell with having both of them. What this means is, if you do something, if you have a habit that is causing you to perhaps miss acts, so let's say gooning, right? You're doing something which you know you shouldn't be. He says, remove the thing that causes you to get to that point. So what's the thing that causes us to get to this point? So we can look at the clip that I used in the beginning. I'm on TikTok. I end up looking at a girl. That girl then leads me to go onto Pornhub. So for you, if you're scrolling online and you end up seeing girls that you're attracted to, cut them off. It's better to not have that than to end up going on the hub. Because when you get rid of that, when you get rid of them girls, you're no longer going to be going on the hub. Why is this? This is because of hypersexualized overstimulation. Now, what hypersexualized overstimulation is, well, you can guess, it's you being overstimulated by hypersexuality. You see, because social media is so crazy and it's such an attention economy, everything needs to be super stimulating. And one of the most stimulating things for you, especially as a guy, is sex, is attractive women. So naturally, the one thing that's going to captivate you more than anything else, more than all the brain rot, more than all the memes, is a girl with their tits out or a girl with their arse out, just any attractive woman. that captivates your attention. That gets you to stop. That gets you to stop during the algorithm, right? You stop and you look at that girl and you're like, she's good, I like that. You click on her profile, then you look at her profile and then all you can see is pictures of her in these sexually explicit or suggestive manners, right? And then as a result of that, get your brain thinking. It's like, okay, it's getting you ready. This is like foreplay, right? You're looking at this girl, she's still got some clothes on, but she's kind of teasing you. And then your brain's like, you know what, let's take the clothes off. So then you go on Pornhub. What I'm saying for you to do is, when you're on social media, either A, get rid of social media, or B, if you have any Instagram thoughts and any Instagram baddies, completely unfollow them, block them from your follower list. The reason why I'm saying to do this is because when you remove them from your follower list, you're not going to be exposed to them that much. And when you're not exposed to them as much, you're going to find that you're not going to be gooning as much because your brain isn't tapping into that hyper-sexualized simulation. And when it's not tapping into it, well, it's going to be thinking of other things. It's going to be thinking of normal stuff. It's not going to be thinking about women in this way. And when it's not thinking about women in this way, you're not going to be gooning as much. This is one thing that I noticed. So back in 2022, right, I ended up deciding to go celibate and delete social media at the same time. And the reason why I was capable of doing this was because I got rid of social media. You see, social media is going to make it really hard for you to stop gooning. Because social media, it's all it is just women with their tits out and their asses out. Naturally, you're going to see that and it's going to make you want to go and look at it more and it's going to make you go on the hub. But if you remove that, then you'll be able to actually dial it down a little bit more.
At the end of the day, what this is spiritual warfare. The modern day is trying to bring you down. It's to lower you into hell through lust. And the way it's doing that is through the lens of social media. But God has sent you this video so that you may be capable of conquering it. The algorithm has chosen you. There is a reason why you have decided to watch this far into the video. It's because you know this is true. This is God calling to you to say, listen to this man. This is how you stop gooning. Abide by his words and then you will remove lust. The less you look at these things, the less lustful you are. And the less lustful you are, the better your life becomes because your attention is now focused onto that which matters. Your life becomes a lot better when you finally remove social media and all these thoughts. You can be putting more energy into yourself. And as a result of this is going to get you the thing that you want, which is a girlfriend, right? The reason why you end up looking at this stuff is because deep down you do want that intimacy. But funnily, that is the thing that is going to be blocking you from that intimacy. But once you remove that, then that means you can get closer to that which you deserve. But it's only through work which you can acquire it. If you like this video, send this to someone who you think may need it. Like, comment and subscribe for the algorithm and I'll catch you in the next one.